Alrighty, so today I want to go ahead and talk about the global timeline of what it potentially could be looking like, as well as the JP timeline, and kind of pull it all in together and then talk about the whole free-to-play potential issue, right? Because free-to-play players on global, I'm not gonna lie, it is looking quite scary. And as much as I hate to admit that potentially this is what the timeline is gonna look like, I have a very good feeling that it is. So first off, if y'all are new, drop a like, hit the sub, and then second, massive shout out to Geeku. He actually made this banner himself, so this is honestly insane work by him. So if y'all have not subbed to Geeku, go watch his video on this and then sub to him as well. I think he's like 100 subs off from 20k, which is insane. So go show him support. But yeah, when it comes to what you are looking at, you are looking at the potential global timeline of how everything might come out in these next coming months. And honestly, it seems kind of crazy and scary, right? So, you know, the fact that we're now, today is January 9th from when I'm recording this video. January 9th, the game is 1 month and 9 days old, and it could look something like this. Now, when it comes to the stuff that we've already gotten over here, as you can see, we've already gotten, well, this is scrapped, right? Geeku just said that, you know, season 3 Vanessa, season 3 Yuno, also etc. are scrapped. We don't know what happened to these units. I'm going to assume that we are going to get them in a free-to-play manner somehow, some way, or they just don't want to release these units right now, which I guess is fine. And then we've already gotten the season 1 units, the season 2 units, and then Julius, which is kind of crazy to think about. Season 2 is done and over with officially. We should be getting no more units for season 2 with the release of Kyoto Kohono. We are done. So now the next content that we know for sure is coming out is going to be season 3, aka Clover Academy units. Now, we don't know exactly when it's starting, but from what I've been told, I think it's starting on the 25th of January, which is going to be a little bit better, gives more free-to-play players time to save. And then we do know that Despair Veto is confirmed to be the general pool unit for season 3. Will they add another one? Potentially, we don't know. So if they want to, they could go ahead and add Goldry, or this third eye fauna, or Longers, or Yuno. Now the crazy part is that, right, for free to play, this is so bad. This is so bad. I'll just go ahead and say it, and I know a lot of y'all may not agree with me, but I'll also give my reasoning why. So when it comes to this in particular, it is so congested, and while I don't want to say that it's not going to happen, I feel like there's a very good chance that it will. And if that's the case, I don't know how I feel about it, because like it technically it makes sense. But then I know, like, free to play, you know, we're not meant to win, right? That's just the honest truth. We're not meant to get every single unit. There are obviously units that we're gonna have to summon for, and I guess I've probably been spoiled on JP and KR just because of the fact that, you know, how they paste banners, etc., and how they went about doing units. The fact that we were able to get, you know, a lot of them for free, the OP ones at least, the seasonals for free. It was just honestly insane value playing JP and KR. But now Global has kind of taken that. They looked at the data and they're like, oh crap, we're not making any money off this game, so we need to go ahead and switch things up, which is why the quote-unquote fast pacing. Now, when it comes to the banners that you need to skip out on global, I think season 3 you're fine. Okay, let's just be honest here. Season 3 you're fine. These units in particular you really don't need. The only one that I'll say that you are kind of is gonna hurt you missing out on is gonna be this Fuego, but it's not the end of the world, because this Charlotte is just insanely broken. Better than these two units. This Charlotte is the one you want to pick up for the Gateway Destiny in the upcoming days. So that is that. So season 3 you can kind of check mark, and you know you're done with it, right? And then when it comes to the general pool for season 3 units, we know that the Despair Veto is a unit that you can skip, which is great. One less unit you have to summon for. But then potentially if Goldry, Third Eye Fauna, or Yuno, or Longers decide to also pop up during season 3, then if it's Goldry, you can skip. Okay, I'll be honest with you, you can't skip. This unit is not playing the most effective meta role on JPKR right now. His kit is nothing too crazy. Yes, there are some team comps that you can work with him, but there's also some units that you won't have with his release, so you're kind of okay in that sense. Third Eye Fauna, I will say, is a unit that you do want. Okay, this unit is just insanely fun. Her damage output is insane. Probably the best green AoE DPS unit in the entire game. With what she offers, she is just insane. So if we take a look at Third Eye Fauna here, very OP. As you can see on the tier list, she is S+ and S+ in PvE and PvP, and I absolutely agree with that. Just this unit is able to perform up to an additional 180% magic and physical attack based on the number of instances of hatred she has. So every instance of hatred, she's able to dish out more damage on her ultimate, and then she also has a barrier removal on a random ally. Very weird, but this unit is just insane when it comes to the damage output. And then if you do have a mono green team, then you are granting yourself status, ailment, and immunity to all allies for 1 turn at the beginning of the battle. Now you may be thinking mono green may not be the most effective meta as of right now. While you're correct, but then if we take a look at the timeline, like Geeku said, we might be getting the season 6 Charlotte, aka during season 5 on global potentially. If that's the case, then this unit over here, Charlotte, is going to be a unit you do want to have. Combined with these two units together, it is a disgusting combo on top of some other green units. Then the meta is looking very, very nice. You know, I will say mono green is just such a fun unit to run, and I'll probably do a video whenever we do get closer to that. But this unit is something you do want to put on your radar. So for free to play, I would go ahead and put this as a possible unit you may want to summon for, okay? Not a must summon, but a possible summon, okay? So let's just go ahead and put this unit on the list. You know, Longris you don't need, in my opinion. This unit is kind of a whale unit. You want dupes for him in order to be great. Based on how people use him on JP and KR, he was not used that much, especially with the whole tournament and everything. He was not making the most effective use, okay? I will say this unit, however, some people have been running this unit, and it's honestly been disgusting. I will say though, I think you do want to get this unit to LR +2 if you are able to. So I'm not sure if you went ahead and get them to LR +2, but this unit is great, especially combined with the whole mono red meta, which will be relevant once Black also does release. So this unit is potentially a unit you may want to put on your list. So let's go ahead and don't worry about Longris, don't worry about Despair Veto, don't worry about Goldari. I think Third Eye Fauna and this unit are units that you do want to put on your potential must summon list. Not must summon, but potential, okay? Now, when it comes to season 4, however, here's where things kind of get crazy, okay? It's almost going to be like damn near back-to-back non-stop summons for free-to-play. So season 4, this Noelle, this Charmy, these two units bring such a gigantic meta changing to the entire game, okay? This Noelle on herself is just honestly insane. One of the most like broken units I've seen. Just for a debuffer, man, like you would think that Lotus is the best debuffer in the game. For PvP, this unit has to take the cake. I'm sorry, like, was what she offers, she is just amazing. Yes, you know, the whole speed reduction on Lotus and everything is great, but this unit is disgusting. Having a special point -1 on her first skill is crazy enough. Second skill is taunt, magic attack reduction, and special point -1 on all enemies. The reason why this is so good, every unit that okay, let me show you, okay? Magic attack, magic attack, magic attack, magic attack. Well, this is physical / defense, but I want to say just Charmy is magic attack. This Magnus should be magic attack as well. There are so many units in the game. Noelle, Julius, magic attack. There are like so many units in the game that rely on magic attack that are relevant in PvP. So having this unit is just disgusting. And then the ultimate here is a special point -3, removing all buffs, and then inflicting weapon disarm level 3 on certain enemy for 2 turns, which is allowing them damage is reduced by 34%. Just crazy. And on top of her skill page, it is just honestly broken as well. So her skill page gives you and I just maxed it out on my JP account, by the way. Upon taking damage, there is a 20% chance to inflict special point -1 debuff all enemies. Now, I've already made the video on the skill pages that you want to look out for when it comes to your universal deep charts. Go watch that, but this page is on that list as well. So this Noelle in her skill page, guess what? They are must summoned. Now, when it comes to, okay, look, I know I'm like kind of like all over the place, but it's just there's so much info that we have to talk about. When it comes to the seasonals on JP and KR, they are actually making to where we don't have the key anymore. So no more gateway key like how you do on global currently. And I said this before in a separate video that I think global will probably adapt the system to where instead of getting the key, you're just simply outright getting a seasonal box of a past season. So while I don't think that free to play you necessarily need to summon on the banners right now, you can always get the seasonal at a later date and time, but I don't know when exactly global is going to be implementing that system. So it could be maybe during season 4, it could be later on during like season 7 or something, who knows. But I just want to go and give you guys that option because that is something that we have on JP and KR right now. So it's not technically the end of the world if you don't pull them at this moment in time, but I will say they are pretty heavy relevant in the meta, especially with how JP and KR did things. This Noelle was constantly used. She was used in almost like 95% of the teams I saw high ranking players use in that tournament. So just know that she is crazy broken, okay? This Charmy, however, is insane. She is going to ignite the burn meta because what she is offering is, when using your pumpkin pie fights, deal can continuous burn 2 stacks damage to all enemies, which is just insane, which is going to be based off her second skill. The first skill automatically has a single target burn, which is insane. The pumpkin pie fights is you're instantly activating Halloween firecrackers, which every single burn that they have on them is procced off immediately, which is just insane. And then her ultimate allows you to kind of have like a crazy nuke effect. It's very difficult to explain this, but I'll have to show you in game whenever we do get confirmation of this Charmy. But just know that this Charmy is honestly insane. Now, Charmy you can kind of get away with not having right now. I will say the Noelle is probably going to be more meta relevant than the Charmy, so you don't have to worry about getting Charmy at this moment. But I will say, for free to play, if you do want to, you know, climb high in PvP, then this unit is very annoying to deal with. She is extremely OP with what she offers, and I will say that she is, yeah, she's definitely meta relevant. Okay, she aged perfectly, she aged fantastically, and this is all without real-time PvP, by the way. So me personally, I will say that this Noelle is going to be a must summon. Okay, that's just me, that's just my thoughts. And yes, there are other team comps you can use without this Noelle, but I'm telling you, you don't want to sleep on this Noelle and her skill page. It is just that broken. Okay, so Noelle, I'm gonna go ahead and say she is must summon. Okay, Charmy you can hold off for now because the burn meta won't exactly be popping off quite yet. And then moving on, so Fauna, like I said, potential already is not a must summon, but go ahead and have this unit on your potential list. Charmy, you get, if you want to, you can go ahead and put it under the same category as the potential must summon. And then Witch Queen. Now here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. Witch Queen you will need for PvP in order to make Black Asta shine the best. Okay, now there is another unit that can make Black Asta work, which ironically will be the season 6 Charlotte. But in case you don't want to summon for the Charlotte, or you don't have any summons to go ahead and summon on this banner, then yes, Witch Queen is going to be a unit that you want to have, because Witch Queen is the best partner for Black Asta, providing the immortality, providing the, you know, the one turn nuke with Asta and everything, and they are just broken together. The best combo in PvP, honestly. But here's the thing, okay? Now, we are getting Mereoleona on JP at the end of this month. Okay, it's already confirmed and everything, and potentially if we do get Black Asta at, let's just say, you know, Giku said that potentially, okay, sorry, I was looking at this way. So Black Asta should, okay, word on the street is that he should be releasing in February. If that is going to be the case, then I will say global players, don't summon right off the bat. I know that's going to sound insanely crazy, and honestly the reason why I say that is because right now, from what Vanilla has leaked out already, this Mereoleona is seemingly to be the biggest counter to Black Asta. Okay, and so I don't want free-to-play players to go ahead and summon for a unit that is going to be out for a little while, and then it's like, bam, the counter is out already, and then you have to, you know, summon on this unit when you could have just skipped this banner entirely and summon for Mereoleona instead. I will say wait until we find out what Mereoleona can do, because this banner will be out first. We will be getting Mereoleona before we get Black Asta, so in theory you're able to see, you know, how we can test out Mereoleona against Black Asta and everything. And if this unit ends up being completely disgusting against Black Asta, then I'm gonna go ahead and just say skip Witch Queen, skip Black Asta. I know that's gonna sound crazy for me to say, because it's like, Black Asta, are you serious? This unit is a festival unit, he is like extremely broken. Yes, that is all true, but then it's like, if the counter is gonna be out and, you know, completely destroying Black Asta, then why even summon for this unit? Makes sense. So I know it sucks, and you know, it's like the fact that you have to skip a festival unit as a free-to-play is crazy enough. Okay, trust me, I know. So and plus, bear in mind that with Black Asta, you want to make sure you have a skill page as well. And it's just, for those who didn't know, or if you didn't play JP or KR, we were able to obtain his skill page for a free, okay, quote-unquote free 20,000 black crystals. There was a bundle in the shop that allowed us to pick up Black Asta skill page for 20,000 black crystals, and plus on top of his banner format, he was guaranteed at 30,000 black crystals. So if you are extremely unlucky, which I know that will be the case for a lot of people, you will be spending 50,000 black crystal to obtain one copy of the skill page and one copy of the unit. Again, I will say that once more, you will be spending 50,000 black crystals to obtain one copy of his skill page and one copy of the unit, and that is excluding your Witch Queen summons, which if you have to go to Pity for Witch Queen, that is an additional 24,000, which means that you are spending 74,000 black crystals if you have to go to technically Pity for both Witch Queen and Black Asta, which for free to play, I know it is very possible, because I know that the luck is not there for a lot of us. So I kind of want to put that into perspective, just in case you were thinking maybe you could choose a banner and that is not that much. 74,000 black crystals, and bear in mind, this is not you even going for dupes, by the way. This is just you going for the one copy So I want to put that into perspective. And then guess what? If you want to summon on Witch Queen and Black Asta, I'm sorry, not Witch Queen, but if you want to summon for Black Asta, this skill page, Mereoleona, and her skill page, guess what? That is a whopping 100,000 black crystals to obtain one copy of Asta skill page, one copy of Black Asta, one copy of Mereoleona skill page, and one copy of Mereoleona herself. That is insane. Okay, 100,000 black crystals, and that is just between 2 festival units. Okay, and the reason why these 2 units are just like, you know, like a month and a half apart is because look at it. If we take a look at Julius came out in December, and then February most likely we will be getting Black Asta. So I would not put it past Global to go ahead and make it to where Mereoleona will be like a month and a half, 2 months after Black Asta, which is very, very insane to think about. And that's just between 2 units and 2 skill pages. Like, if you did not think that was a lot, well, I put into perspective for you so that way you can kind of get an idea. 100,000 black crystals, right? So that is why I will say for free to play, do not summon for Black Asta. Wait until we, you know, showcase Mereoleona, which I'm pretty sure y'all are probably going to be waiting for that anyways. Showcase Mereoleona, see how broken this unit is, and she is crazier than Black Asta in the biggest counter. Then free to play, you're 100% skipping this unit and moving on and saving everything for this unit. So now we move on to season 5. Season 5 is going to be this Magnet and this Charlotte, which are both insane units. This Magnet is going to make the burn meta just insane. So again, this Magnet, this Charmy, these 2 are such a broken duo. And plus, keep in mind, Mereoleona is going to be a burn unit most likely, which means that she is going to thrive off of these 2 as well. So it was like, again, another reason for you to pick up Mereoleona over Black Asta. So kind of bear that in mind. And then it comes out to be Zora and Destiny Vesta. This I'm not sure. I can't say anything about this because we have legit no info on what these units are doing. So I won't talk about them. And then obviously season 6 will be Luck, Yami, and then this Mereoleona. So Luck, Yami, right now on paper, they don't seem anything crazy. I think the only reason why people are summoning for Yami is because the fact that he's Dimension Slash, which I don't blame y'all. You know, very, very cool design and everything. But man, I'm telling you, the pacing on Global, I understand it 1000%, and I do not blame the Global devs for doing so. But then free to play, it's like, man, you are being forced to skip out on some of the most meta units that the game will ever have. And the fact that I literally just told y'all to go ahead and like probably skip Black Asta, like right now I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I think free to play, you are gonna have to end up skipping Black Asta. Okay, that's just my initial thought with what I know so far on this Mereoleona and how she's working and how she is kind of shutting down Black Asta immediately. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and better safe and tell y'all to go ahead and skip Black Asta, because I know that a lot of y'all are gonna be unlucky and you do have to go to pity, which is 30,000 black crystals, and on top of the fact that you did not get a skill page, which means that you're probably gonna have to go to the shop, pick up the skill page for 20,000 black crystals, and so that's 50k crystals you are down. 50,000 crystals, okay? Again, that is insane. Okay, and not even get to talk about all this stuff, but potentially we could be celebrating the first anniversary for JP and the half anniversary on Global, both at the exact same time, probably around like May 21st or something, because the game did come out May 25th. So I will go ahead and end it there. But let me know, what are y'all thoughts? Free to play, do you think you're in trouble now? You can go ahead and skip Witch Queen, you can skip Fauna, you can skip everything, and you could skip all this stuff too, but it's just like, man, these units are so fun, they're so meta, and I don't want to tell y'all to go ahead and just like save everything just for one unit, because 50,000 black crystals is not low amount, dude. That is an insane amount. That is an absurd amount. If you think about it, bro, that's like two pities on a normal banner, and that's crazy, man. I'm telling you, I think this Mereoleona is gonna be something crazy. I think she will be the counter of Black Asta. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. But again, please let me know your feedback. What do y'all think of all this? I think timeline wise it does make sense. Okay, as much as I hate to admit it, I think this 100% makes sense of what Global could be doing. But from a free-to-play point of view, I absolutely hate it, because it is forcing me to skip out on some of these amazing and fun units. And you know, I'm just used to the whole how JP and Kara did things. So like I said, JP, Kara, we were spoiled. Okay, I'll just be honest with you and go ahead and say that we were spoiled. But Global, man, I don't know, I guess they gotta make that money somehow, right? Anyways, I'll end it there. Y'all take care, let me know your thoughts, and peace.